Hello, and welcome to the Weekly Bull, the news show that tells you everything you know to be a well-informed student and American in under 5 minutes. I'm Carly Whaleman.
And I'm Michael Sheets. Let's get started.
Yankee star Alex Rodriguez is suing Major League Baseball for attempting to destroy his reputation and his career. A-Rod was suspended from the MLB after being accused of using performance-enhancing drugs and is now seeking, quote, vindication. The technology mogul Samsung will be shifting its focus to what business insiders have referred to as its greatest weakness, software. According to Forbes, the tech company is attempting to hone recently bought BlackBerry's consumer base by developing new software applications. The company hopes to break into the enterprise market and become a primary technology provider for big businesses. But that might be a lofty goal. As of Tuesday, the White House declined to veto a ban on certain Samsung products on the grounds that the devices infringe upon Apple patents. Seniors attending Brighton High School in Cotton Heights, Utah, have gotten to experience firsthand the constrained freedoms that emerge from a totalitarian regime. During the 2-week simulation conducted by history teachers Andrew Hatfield and Alan Roberts, classmates were divided into 2 groups, the party and the people. Students were required to communicate their comings and goings to secret police and inquisitors via text message. The exercise, which began last week, has been a part of the school's curriculum for teaching the significance of the U.S. Constitution since 1978.
The destruction of Syrian chemical weapons has begun. Reuters reported that international experts will oversee the operation that began Sunday to destroy Syria's arsenal of chemical weapons. The UN Security Council adopted a resolution that orders while endorsing a plan for political transition in Syria. President Assad told a German magazine he would not negotiate with rebels until they laid down their arms, and claimed Russia as his most powerful and reliable ally. As of last Thursday, Turkey's parliament has voted to renew its mandate to deploy troops to Syria if needed. President Assad responded by claiming that Turkey will suffer for backing the rebels. Reuters reports that the UN estimates more than 100,000 deaths since the uprising against Assad began in March of 2011 and at least 14 chemical attacks. And the national debate regarding last week's government shutdown has led progressive publications like The Globalist to propose that America is divided in a fashion that mirrors the battle lines drawn during the Civil War. Last week, President Obama openly blamed Republicans for the shutdown that has resulted in about 15% of the nation's federal institutions closing. On Tuesday, House Republicans called for negotiations with Democrats on spending and the borrowing limit, the Wall Street Journal reported. Republicans have said that they are willing to, quote, engage in wide-ranging talks in order to end the national financial dilemma.
Now it's time for crime, bad cop edition. Last weekend, 3 off-duty police officers stood by while a New York man driving an SUV was beaten by a group of motorcyclists after striking a motorcycle with his vehicle. The driver was with his wife and 2-year-old daughter at the time. Those who witnessed the beating are facing potential charges for their failure to report the incident until several days after it occurred. The Bureau of Internal Affairs has begun an investigation that is still underway. Pennsylvania prison guards at York County have been accused of organizing fights between inmates. 3 correction officers are under investigation for organizing what they allegedly referred to as Retard Olympics, awarding victors with food and coffee. Charges against the accused include official harassment and oppression. As of Tuesday, no court date has been set. Things are heating up in the NYC mayoral elections. Republican Joe Lhota blasted his progressive opponent Bill de Blasio for employing socialist views, the same views that were endorsed by President Obama himself. Get the entire story on the Empire State Tribune website. Happening this weekend, fall break. King sophomore Alex Nightcamp will tell you what's happening in New York this weekend. Visit EmpireStateTribune.com.
Those are the headlines. Remember to follow the Empire State Tribune on Facebook and Twitter for more top stories. Signing off, I'm Michael Sheets.
And I'm Carly Whaleman.
Thanks for bearing the bull.